Alright. Got a couple people on already. How we doing? Hope it's going as well tonight as I'm hoping it's going to go as well on this stream. I'll be playing Quest for Glory 4 specifically all night. Hey, Tekin. Tekin Gia. Nice. I am going to be playing... Nice. Cool. I will be doing all 4 games. Or, not all 4 games, I'm sorry. I'll be doing this one 4 times. I'm going to do a speedrun of the Fighter, of the Wizard, of the Thief, and of the Paladin. All going well with the new strategies and everything. I am going to, on the side here, bring up the Speedrun.com numbers. So that way I can take a look at them, because I want to see how I do compared to them. I'm not going to leave them up, but we'll see how it goes. It's about 9 o'clock now, so it's one thing I forgot to do. I like to start on time. I say on time. I say 9 o'clock. I want to get started at 9. I'll be doing them in that order also. Fighter, Thief, or Fighter, Wizard, Thief, and Paladin. Straight down the list and in that order. Alright. Take a look at these. So for Fighter, I'm looking at beating 32 minutes and 15 seconds. That's what I have for first place right now. For Thief and Wizard are about 30 seconds, or 31 minutes and a couple seconds apart. Paladin is a whopping 27 minutes slower, or faster. Or 27 minutes total. 27:30. So we'll see how this goes. And, well, I'm ready to get started. Big thing for the Fighter is getting the strength up to 300 as fast as possible. Hey, Super Piccolo. We're going to get started here. 3, 2... Oh. Part of the problem here is that I start timing at a different time based on the old SDA method, so I'm gonna be consistent. Technically, fighting, it starts out on control. Good enough. Let's get speed up, skill down, strategy, detail.
That.
Already, I forgot this is the one where my mouse feels like it's jumping around. Run away. I'm hoping to. Nope, don't have that spell. Fighter's going to be the most temperamental. It's going to take me a little while. Fighter and Thief. Also need to learn the Lishi in this route. This is the only route that has to actually deal with the Lishi. Of course there would be a Necrotar, why not? Of course there would be a game crash, why not? Okay, that's not a good start to the night. Tell me this game isn't going to cooperate tonight. Yeah, rip is right. You know, give me 2 seconds here. I want to change one setting about this game that is... I need to turn the mouse sensitivity down. It is definitely a little stronger than I would like. It'll only take me a second to really deal with that. That's where it is. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping you're right. Much better. Much better. Alright, as I said, timing will start as the first text box comes up. Here we go. Go. No problem. Good to see you, Aaron. Figured I'd let you know. For anybody just showing up, we'll be doing all this game 4 different times as 4 different classes. Hopefully it will want to behave tonight. Because we've already had one crash in about a minute into the game. Okay, we got to get out of this little cave. Little cave. Ha! You can do it. That's the plan. As long as the game wants to behave, which right now it doesn't seem to want to very well. I already had one fight with the Necrotar that did not go the way I wanted. There's no good way to handle this first fight with the Wraith. So I am not doing it on the first night. I don't think it's going to be much slower, if slower at all, to wait until like night 3, whenever I've got a little bit more strength under my belt. A couple seconds of extra hit points, and maybe even just a little luck. I'm not even going to bother getting the extra money in there. I don't really need to. Pie pan, and the rest is just food, and that will give me enough to actually win the game with. I love that route. I wouldn't have known where to stop if I would have grabbed money early, but this gives me enough that I should get the I should be able to beat the game without any "you're getting hungry" messages. If I do, it should only be 1, 2 max, but I don't think I'm going to get any. Quickly. Food is for closers. First, oops, sorry. Break the case open. Get a better sword. Read books. Climbing skills, need that. Essential exercise is good also. Creative casting because I like to. Don't really need to And here is where we're going to spend a couple seconds. Doing this each day gives you 10 strength. I need 300 to be able to move the tombstone to free Igor. You need a much higher climbing skill to be able to climb the tree next to Igor than the 100 that that book gives you automatically. Okay, so I'm done climbing for the day. I should only need to go there 3 days. It should be enough there. That was something I didn't do in my old records. Was just use the question mark.
It looks too...
If I can get this fast enough. Got it. Alright. Let's go. Got it. Tons of food, exactly. Sorry if I don't talk as much as I do. I'll try to explain things as I go. This is me trying to, being a tryhard tonight. There will be some compared to the old routes of my speedrun. There will be a couple new tricks. Nothing like the credits warp that the other games seem to have. But there'll be a couple new things. Maybe not new if you've watched any of my recent stuff, but it'll be new to the old road records.
That didn't... You... When...
Got it. First try. Oops. This is where it gets real. We'll see how the RNG treats me tonight. Jumping is like the worst thing he can do, so as he gets closer, I'm going to change up his tactics, so hopefully he doesn't jump as much, or he could just jump every time like some sort of scrapper. Drives me nuts. Good, this is better. You want him aggressive enough to continue to attack and move forward. You do not want him aggressive enough to actually jump to do attack. Jumping does that and makes it very difficult. Just gonna jump. I know it. Stop jumping. God, it's like talking to my kids. Good. Die. Okay, I'm out of stamina. Luckily, stamina does not really mean much in this game. Of course there would be. I'm not terribly worried about the will-o-wisps. That is a good thing to do if you're a paladin. I am a fighter. I don't necessarily worry about honor. It also, I'm not going for 100% runs. These are any percents, and even then, freeing them doesn't actually give you any points. All right, let's see if I can come up here tonight.
You're getting...
I'm never going to actually get up here in time. I usually sleep at Arana's place. I actually think that that was slower. I didn't actually try my climbing route, but I'm just going to wait till the next day.
You're
Getting tired. It's past midnight. Good. You know what? I need to come down here anyway. In other words, I don't expect to actually lose that much time. Oh, poor Willows. Valid. Valid. Or, Vladimir. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. If I was trying to be a nice guy, you would be absolutely right on that. It's actually the only one that's faster than hitting the question marks. Every day I've got to do some training. I also know that in here I forgot to read a book. This is good that I'm back. I need to read the Hero magazine so that way I know how to answer about the Rusalka and the Lishi. Nikolai's gone. I think there's a glitch that can happen, and I think in this version it would be game breaking. It would be run ending. But I think I'm going to avoid it. Let me focus here for a second. I'll tell you in a minute about it. What happens is that sometimes on day 5, the trigger does not actually happen for the for Igor. You have to go inside of the house of the Burgermeister and then exit, and that triggers it. The problem is that whenever you free Igor, it doesn't actually free Igor, or at least it doesn't free Igor until you actually talk to Dmitri, the Burgermeister, at his window. If you talk to him before, or talk to him inside, it doesn't count. Even if he tells you he freed it, it has to be at the window. Okay. Nem's probably talking from YouTube, if I had to guess. Alright. If I'm counting right, it should be at 380. 290. Okay, good. Only one more day. Correct. That's also why I keep my chat on during my stream, is because different people are talking from different places, and I want to make sure everybody can be included. Here we go. That wasn't good. I don't think I'm going to win this already. Nope. That was not good. If he can get close enough without jumping. Nope, he's not. Nice. Nice. Now we're talking. Alright. That wasn't bad. Best case scenario, you beat him on the first try. He actually had some pretty sweet moves there, too. Wait a second. Hold on.
The boot.
No idea, Aaron. I don't have time to do that. All right, that's run ending there. I'm not sure what I didn't do. You answered the Rusalka. I did 2 of the... Or did I only do 1 Leashy? Oh my lord, if I only did 1 Leashy, that's annoying. This is actually looking pretty good too. Okay, that's the problem that I think I had. I did 1 Leashy. Alright, we're starting over. I'll do Fighter one more time. If Fighter doesn't work, I'm going to move on. Man, I wanted to have that right. I'm almost positive I did that. The only thing I can think of that I didn't do was talk to the Leashy a second time. Maybe I thought I did it once and then I just ran off instead of doing it twice. Nope. Yeah, no kidding. For me also, for my poor wife who's going to want to go to sleep sometime tonight. There, that shook the dust off. There you go. You change back to walking each time you do something with the torch there. So I have to make sure I keep going back to running each time.
Great. I
can cancel conversation by using the right click or the escape key. In some Quest for Glory games, the escape key has this fun little feature of moving you up to the top bar. You definitely don't want that. That's going to slow you down. In this game, it doesn't do anything like that, so I'm okay. Totally guessed where that was. That hand icon. I want to get closer to these rocks because you cast at a closer distance, they connect sooner. And I don't have to wait as long. Casting them from farther away makes the animations take longer because it has to travel across the screen. I use the same concept in Quest for Glory 3. Whenever I am running away from monsters, if you run away from in the back of the screen, it takes longer than it does if you're running at the front of the screen because your sprite is slower or is smaller. That's gonna hurt. Ooh, got away. That's fine. Where are you coming from? Wyvern. This way. This will cancel the encounter anyway. If I did get poisoned by that wyvern, drinking the water at Arana's garden will actually make it disappear. Or make poison disappear, I should say. You can use the feet to go in rather than the hand on the door. This is the most tedious part of the run. Navigating menus. If you can learn to navigate menus with pinpoint precision, you will easily shave time off of every run you do. I'm not quite there. After the second time, you can talk to the Burgermeister about the Adventurers Guild at the gate, or at his window. Otherwise, you have to go inside. Climbing skills, hero magazine, essential exercise, and casting, creative casting just for good measure. Break the case open. I'll take this because we'll start. The nice thing about this is that I have to rest until night anyway. This actually makes this go much faster. You can rest while you're on the machine and it still gives you the full 10 for the day. At the end of this day, reading essential exercise gives you 20. I thought it was 25, but it's actually 20. 20 extra strength. That'll put me at a minimum of 270 there. 270, and then doing the leg climbers each day gives me 10, so I'm already at 280. A couple of machines here. I like that. Sierra. Let's do that. You can time this and cancel the... I didn't get it right. You can cancel that dialog box by jumping at the right, or getting in at the right time, whenever the Antwerp is at his apex of his jump. I know this is the game I know the most about. Should be magic, science, and I'll get 3 because I can. I would love it if I could find a way. If I could find a way to avoid the leashy, that would really speed this run up. At least this particular class. Tab opens my inventory, escape exits my inventory. I have to be a little careful here because the timing of the puzzle doesn't allow you to speed through it for some reason. Oops. The dialogue box there says something about needing something to climb back up into land. I have no idea what it's talking about. You just walk up. Now, let's see what happens if I really take my time here. And leave my, Stop jumping, you yuts. Oh, that's annoying. Nice thing I learned this little trick the other day. You can rest here right in front of him and he doesn't bother you. But I can't rest too long. I need to talk to the, ghost. Just learned that trick yesterday. Oh, if you keep jumping, I'm just going to attack. I know the key commands to, for the most part for this game, they're just not as fluid as I would like. Like, for example, you have to hold shift and move forward in order to, and press the right key in order to attack. I would just like it if it would just attack whenever I'm close enough. But beggars can't be choosers. They were just starting to mess around with fuzzy logic. Sierra, or the programmers of this game were, whenever they decided to work with that. I'm probably going to get into a fight here with a monster at some point.
Go.
What'd I tell you? Go talk to this wraith real quick. That'll cancel the encounter. Beep.
No.
Tell me your name, ghost. Anna.
After.
Good question. I kind of get the idea behind it. I would Wikipedia it. It's a technical term for for what it means, and I don't want to get it wrong. Poor little will-o-wisps. I get to be Stalin for another minute. Okay, Ghost Wife is on the way. Next one's definitely going to be question marks the whole way.
That.
I have to actually visit him 3 times. On the 3rd visit, he remembers something, or he has a dream about the rehydration formula, and that's whenever I can give it to him. I've got a problem. I hope I can heal up with my resting, because I don't think I'm going to be able to fight the Necrotar like this. I don't have nearly enough health, or the Wraith. That's okay. I mean, I can come back a different night. It's just not ideal. Nikolai is gone? No. Oh, wait, yes. Okay. Let's make sure we see the dialogue. Lishi. I'm going to go right over this to the right, and then the left screen transitions will happen faster that way. Did I do this last time? Yep, there you go. Got it. I recognize that. No chasing bushes. That's what I forgot to do then. Yeah, definitely don't have enough hit points to handle the Wraith. I'm gonna have to come back a different night. It's annoying. It's not crippling, but it is annoying. Shoot, I should have just asked for his hat there. Cool. I got a Reverend fighting me. I went too far down. That's annoying. That's one screen transition too many. It's not ideal. There you go, magic phrase. It's not ideal, but what I can do is come back after I learn the aura spell. Nice. Hey, David. I had to restart one. Maybe you saw that. Quite frustrating. Yep. The reversal spell, which you'll see in the Mage Run and the Paladin run makes this a little faster. We are actually skipping an entire dialogue sequence. We have no idea that she wants a pie, but we already made it. This skips the entire quest where she tells you that she wants the pie. It's true. Definitely want the Dark One ritual. Cool. Ah, I knew I wasn't going to get that lucky. It may have been faster to sleep at Arana's. I really don't think it is, though. Yeah, even if I'm behind pace, I don't really like to restart. If you want a good start, this is one of the ones I've actually done 100% on this entire game. I've got them. Let's say rehydration. Okay, water, air, water, pizza, earth. I have most of them up on my screen right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. You definitely want to do this before you do the rest of it, because I want my strength. This will be the last time I'm in here. Let me know when you run when you run into any hiccups, or if you run into any hiccups. There's not too many. This is, for my money, the most straightforward and, strangely enough, least RNG game of the entire series. Good. Igor's gone. It's the perfect time of day. I wish I could say I was actually doing a counter there, but I wasn't. I was wondering if I could grab an extra health potion there, I would have done it right then. Yes, rest while exercising. You don't have to worry about getting back onto the thing then. Climbing off, getting back on. Yeah, just no weapon masters in this one, thank God. Now there's a kind of an artificial barrier. You have to get above 300 strength. Everything else is kind of just there. Like there's other ways to get in and out. I gotta remember, I gotta pick up the key to get into the monastery. No, unfortunately you can't. That'd be way too nice. Did he really? I don't remember that. I mean, that'd be awesome if you could. I mean, at least you'd never actually run out of, Why did I sleep? I should not be sleeping right now. Should be knocking on this door. I mean, it's a little bit of time loss, animation based, but not too huge. I gotta leave and come back in. There's no way I can just give him the actual good humor bar. I've got to hear about the good humor bar. This activates the quest. I go back in, and then that actually allows me to... It's about control less sheet to be... Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna... I gotta focus here.
You ought to...
Okay, that should be enough. Exhausted from a lack of sleep, I believe, is the same thing as you're getting tired. And we will sleep for the first night in many ages. You have to talk to him once, twice, and then you can go in and get the doll for Tanya. As long as you freed the other domovoi. You used to think you had to do 2 transitions. No, you just have to activate the mouth icon on him twice. In the diskette version, you don't even need to do that. You just need to run down and grab the doll. As long as you freed the orange domovoi, you're good to go. Let me double check my stats. 300, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is day 4. Day 4 is useless. Day 5 is where it's at. Now, if I run down here and there's nobody outside, we're in trouble. I did talk to the Burgermeister a bunch of times. I think that's the key. And there's nobody out here. Wonder if I can walk into this place and get it. I think this run's done because of glitchiness. Just watch this. I'm gonna save here. Come in here. Notice there's nobody in here. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. There's only one thing I can think to do in this situation, and that is sleep again. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But the problem is that because I've gone into the Burgermeister's place once now, it's not actually going to activate. There's something strange about this glitch. I don't know what causes it. I used to think, and I'm still not convinced that it's not linked to the number of times you talk to the Burgermeister at his window. Like, for example, if I leave the inn each day, that might actually fix it. But notice, he's not at his window, therefore I can't actually free the gypsy. And Igor, I don't believe, is there either. I have to get to the gypsies to learn about the ritual of release. I'm in accounting fit now, so I'll read that in a second. Fine. Yeah. I have no explanation as to why this glitch exists. I have means to get past it in the Wizard and Paladin run. This should do it. Werewolf threat has ended. Okay, Gypsy's freed. Alright, that's not ideal. Crypt key. That's what I need to have. I think you can get into the crypt without magic with about 350 in strength, but I'm not going to get anywhere near that. It's way easier to just ask for the key. If I had the open spell, that would be the ideal. Hello, Lishi. He's very polite. I wish I could squash that bug underneath my foot like the fragmentation ones are doing too. Very annoying. Very time-killing. Goodbye. Love that joke. Hello. Actually, it sounds like Ruben. My littlest one. Hello. Hi. What was that? Alright, almost there. By the way, this is the last stream I needed. I should be an affiliate once I receive the invite for this. I think it's the third time I need to talk to her. Yeah. Arana, staff, destiny spell. Now I'm ready to go. A lot of weird glitches I gotta deal with in this run. And I need to do this. It gives you some weird spells for doing getting magic at the beginning of this game. Flame Dart, Force Bolt, Detect Magic, and what's the last one? Well, this isn't going to go well for Mr. Wraith. You know what? Let's turn this up anyway. Seems to do better whenever I do that. Now I don't lose life. There's no way I'm going to get him. That will be fun. That'd be a fun game to get into with your spouse.
That
B-O-R-G-O-V. Yeah, Zap. That's the other one. I know, because I'm hitting Z constantly in battle to make sure I have Zap activated.
You're all.
I'm going to have to fight the batters also, because that's a little bit of a route difference in this one. Because I don't have the calm spell, I've got to fight them. I've got an axe now, though, and they should... Oh! And he jumps. All he had to do was just not jump. Oh, well. That'll be okay, probably. Yeah. It's not far off from the truth. Nice thing is it's night. I can go right up to Tanya's room and activate the endgame. I don't see this route beating the any percent, mainly because of the not having enough hit points to actually deal with the Wraith, and not having enough, and having to deal with the Gypsy in the roundabout way. It's roundabout way. It's driving me nuts why that doesn't work. Here's a creepy girl. There we go. Let's go. Do the sacrifice. I wish there was a way I could get into the gypsies to actually free the gypsy. I've got to sleep through to the next day, and then I can go down and sleep in the forest at night to meet out of ease. I'll still beat this run. I don't care what the time is. I mean, I do care what the time is. I wanted to beat my record, but I don't see that happening. That should do it. Yep, I was one off, actually. I could have done one less. Good to see you. I actually really like Dimitri. I think he was a criminally underused character in the series. I love that when they introduced him. I feel like they could have done more with him in 5. But I don't know why they would have done anything with him in 5. He's the Burgermeister who manages the castle in Mordavia in 4. Why would he need to be in Somaria? I actually really like Dimitri. No, he manages the castle. I don't think he mentions his... no, Boris is the one he doesn't enter. Okay. I think we kissed her. Yep, kissed her. Gotta talk to her 3 times. She needs to do her spiel, explain my actions. She'll yell at me. She's decided. I'll agree to help. She'll send me out. The fighter route is the only one that actually handles this guy the way it's intended to. Well, I say intended. They're all intended. Excuse me. All the routes are intended. It's just this is the only one that actually fights him. This is the slowest part of the game. Yeah, the bats don't take that long. Nope. Not even gonna mess around with the settings. Let's see what it does. It's pretty much exactly what I want to do. I mean, you can stun lock everything in this game. All you have to do is just not jump, which is a foreign idea to some heroes. It is really bad how slow this guy goes on this. I don't know what is going on with this animation speed. I will tell you something strange. You use less energy when running, going hand over hand and walking the tightrope than you do if you were to walk and then go over the tightrope, however you do it. For some reason, it uses like a full bar if you are... sorry, let me handle this. It uses like a full bar of stamina. I already didn't beat my record, which is a little frustrating. I really need to find out what causes that Dimitri glitch. I almost can't wait until C-Square does the does his tool-assisted run of this one, so we can really get into the guts of this game. And I notice I say when he does the speedrun, because I refuse to believe that he won't.
What?
Going up there actually decreases speed. I need to turn the speed back up. I don't know why.
Audio. You.
All the puzzles are a little different. Man, here come the puns. David, you're on fire.
The old.
You're on fire today. Really easy to get out of this room in this one. That's actually the fastest exit.
You have no.
All you have to do is come up here, press where it is, and you can exit immediately. That's different from the other run. Almost done. I think it's funny that this run is actually 20 times longer than Quest for Glory 1 EGA. 20 times. Oh no, I got him. You'll be hearing that sound a couple more times tonight. Alright, 35:48. I'm not really crazy about that. Again, if the Gypsy had worked, if the Wraith had worked, if there's so many things going into this. Notice something? 500 score. I did not do everything. There is a scoring glitch in this one, and I haven't figured it out, but the scoring glitch seems to be, involves restarting. So if you grind out games, yeah, exactly. Because you restart, it doesn't seem to reset the score. Yep. So, I didn't do anywhere close to anything, or everything. I didn't, what does the fighter have to do? I didn't answer any of the extra Lishi puzzles. I didn't pay to have my fortune read. I didn't fight. Well, I mean, I fought, but I didn't fight that many things. I didn't fight the Reverend, I didn't fight the Wyvern, I didn't fight the, like, there's lots of things. But for some reason the scoring system seems to be a little screwy in this. So... Anyway, that's Quest for Glory 4. Let's go play Quest for Glory 4.
Thank you.
As promised, fighter down. Wizard to go. Really disappointed in that time. But resets the triggers when you restart. It sounds like pretty much exactly what I was thinking. There is a cap. It will mathematically cap you at 500. Like if you get 501, like a lot of the runs actually do have like 501 points. I think the fighter has like 525 maximum possible points in this. Whoops. Here we go, Wizard.
You awake.
It's not going to matter. I'm not going to fight anything actually in a battle. I believe I need to get all 3 of these. Make sure I have enough money. There seems to be a little difference here. Yeah, exactly. I'm thrilled to be doing these runs. Wizard, I think, is actually one of the more solid runs I have. I feel like the other ones should theoretically be a little bit easier to get through. Or at least to beat as far as time goes. It's faster to trigger the pillar. I do not need the bush. Goodbye, bush. You can stay in the goo. I hope you thrive. I do not have to fight the wraith in this one either. I do not. Yeah. You'll get to know... Actually, no, you won't get to know him anymore. You only get to know him in the fighter run. 1, 2, 3, 4... That's good enough. You're thinking of a bush pun. It's not working. That's a good question. I feel like the wizard... You know, that's actually a really good question. I like the paladin. You do a lot more. It opens up a lot of the game. It's a good incentive to have a class character move forward in the storyline. Plus, you can import back into this one. Here we go. Oh, that's right. Perfect. Ah, there we go. It still gave me that thing. It was a second off. If I really had to level it down, I'd have to say it's probably the thief. The thief is probably my favorite. The reason is I love the Thieves Guild. I love that entire thing. You don't actually have to break into anybody's house, even though as much fun as that is. Yeah, Thief is probably... If I really had to nail it down, I'd say Thief's probably my favorite. I don't remember if I talked to this guy. I did now. Yeah, exactly. I love everything that the Paladin can do. Really, I mean, if you're asking pure class, it's a toss-up between Thief and Paladin. If you're talking multi-class, then it's Paladin, and I do everything the Thief does anyway. Oops. Wrong way. Me too. Enjoy it. Later, buddy. O-C L. Got it. Shoot, I miscounted. I do need a third Grugu here. Not a big deal. Already fixed. You have to give 3 things to Baba Yaga in this run. This is also my favorite of the ways to handle the Chernobyl wizards in this upcoming area. $13. Take it easy, Aaron. Let me know if you're available. Mom's coming up on Saturday, as she told me. At least she's planning on it right now, and she might be asking you to come up with her if you're not doing anything. If you're working, that's one thing. Alright, we got one of them. That is so much more consistent than having to fight them and worry about jumping. Even in my paladin runs I do that, but it doesn't work because your weapon in other classes because your skill isn't high enough. Only paladin in that one. Nope.
Hmm.
Reverends are actually pretty creepy, the way they just crawl out of the ground. Like, how many people are actually buried in this forest? I'm not going to claim to know the grand populace of an area ever, but they seem like they've been, they're pretty recent. The gypsy isn't a problem in this one. That's fair. Apparently they just leave their full bodies out in the wilderness. Sure. I'm not worried about the gypsy glitch in this one. The gypsy glitch only really affects the fighter and thief. Well, the fighter and thief. Thief really doesn't have a viable alternative that's actually fast. Have reverence, yes. Maybe a force of habits. Or a Freudian. I'm gonna keep talking to him. He's gone. Okay. He's gone. Bye. Okay, thanks, bye. Oops. One too many. Yeah, it definitely can't be the townsfolk. They definitely do burn people. Crap. It's like the worst possible place that could happen for speed. See if I can trigger an encounter here. Nope. It's okay. I need to be in here anyway. Trigger, water. Open. Valid. You want to be close enough to them that it doesn't take long for your magic lasso to get them. To get the berries, but not so close that he whacks you in the face. Really? My auto mod is a little nuts. I mainly keep it on so that way my kids are... Hey, Darpy. I mainly keep it on so because my kids watch my streams sometimes. And not always synchronously with us. Personally, I don't really care too much about bad language. You know, that's a glitch I could look into. Do you actually have to get all 3 ingredients? Or does it just check to see if there's 3 ingredients in there? Take it easy, Darpy. Yes, that's exactly what we're supposed to assume, Teak and Gia. Humor. I have to get the hide spell also. The trigger for the end of the game in this is knowing all of the spells that you can learn. Let's see. So I need to learn hide, protection, glide, and frostbite. Once you know all 4 of those, the second fairy encounter happens, which allows you to progress the story, where they teach you the ritual of release. You don't learn the ritual of release from the gypsies in this one. This is always the hardest part here, to get to town without an encounter, and I can't believe that happened. That's only happened a handful of times. Good sign. I like whenever I juke whatever monster it is. There's been times I've used Dazzle just to get around it real quick. Yeah, I mean this in the nicest way. Quest for Glory 3 was kind of a mess. And by kind of a mess, I mean pretty much a total mess. The story worked, but like half the points didn't. I mean, I say half, that's hyperbole, but... Pentacle. Ah, it's just off my screen, of course it is. Alright, Pentacle. Air, pizza, pizza, air, water.
Yeah.
It is very easy to grind in that game. That doesn't surprise me. Min-maxing in that game is actually pretty easy. Except for things like climbing. Climbing, I think it's impossible to min-max or something. That's valid, if you're talking pure Paladin. Whenever I do my Paladin run later, there's no real ground rules for what a Paladin's supposed to start with, because you're just supposed to have beaten a previous game. So I've interpreted the rules for everybody and said that the rules are pure uncontrolled power is the standard for a Paladin. There's actually some places in, there's actually some places where having too much of a stat makes things take a little longer. For example, if you start the Paladin run in Quest for Glory 3, when you get to your doppelganger, if you've got max stats, it takes a long time to get all of his stats down, so it's ideal to leave like vitality and agility down to like near nothing, and that way it doesn't fight you as much. You die quicker, but since you don't really die in that fight, you're okay. Incidentally, you get that chicken, and I think that chicken is worth 2 points. And it is the bane of the 100% run.
And
Shoot, there is one more thing I gotta do. Forgot this. Thank God I remember. Good. Goodbye. Thanks for the potion and the magic. Adios. There it is. It's too early. Can't go to bed yet. If I forget anything in this run, it's Frostbite or after Frostbite to get the doll. Katrina begins to show up at night 3 in front of the, we're taking chances with Dimitri. I don't care if I said that I don't care. I care. It's one extra string transition anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Again, day 4 is pretty useless as far as days go. There you go. I'm going to try this again with the Thief run then.
You hear?
Did not mean to run to the back of the woods, or back of the cemetery. No, I just like the setting of 4 more. The jungle's neat, the desert's okay. I think the desert's probably my least favorite setting, even if it is my like second favorite game. I just like the idea of the woods and you being out there alone. It's almost like a Metroid or something along those lines, where it's just you. I mean, yeah, you've got this little central hub area, but really it's you out there in the wilderness, and you better figure out how it works. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I feel like I am, but I don't think I am. I have this like weird schizophrenia with muscle memory. Schizophrenia being tongue-in-cheek. Alright, here we go. I know the aura spell, which I will never cast. Oh, that's another one that you need to know before the fairies show up. What I do from here, since I have everything I need to go save Tanya, I will go down to the fairies, or right outside the fairies area, and see the fairies tonight. This is the best time to do it. Actually, this is the only time that actually makes sense. It's so quiet out in the woods. And yet those little tweets somehow make me feel like there's wildlife out there. There we go. Cool. Now I know the ritual of release. Of course. That's annoying. Not a big deal. Yeah. Probably yell at me because, like, don't mention her. She never sold us Flame Dart. Or the fetch spell. Otherwise we would have gotten them. Otherwise we would have gotten the staff ourselves. Fetched it right from the mound. We're fairies. It does that. Faster to have the open spell on command ready to go. Calm. Bats will leave me alone now. There's a little bit of a glitch in that room. You can't actually do anything until the door closes. It's night, so she'll be awake. I don't think I'm going to beat my time on this one either.
That did.
Okay, so not only do you need to learn the ritual of release from the gypsy and what it can actually do, you actually need to do the you actually need to talk to the fairies and talk to Magda. That's annoying. That's like really annoying actually. Alright, I don't have enough time to continue this one. I need to go and move on to the thief, if that's the case. Man, that is really bugging me. Oh, and my game crashed. That's okay. If you're going to crash anywhere, crash as I'm trying to reset. Man, that's frustrating. I thought you only had to do one or the other. Thief, my favorite. You'll actually see a little bit of the Thieves Guild in this one. Which is exciting, because you usually don't see any of the Thieves Guild. The other reason I like the Thief is because of the special attack. Special attack is pretty cool. I mean, I wish the special attack would have existed in other games. Would have probably made them much easier. Because the special attack is it's broken in this game. Man, that bothers me about the wizard. Oh well. Didn't start my timer. Gotta restart. Really batting 1,000 today, aren't I? Hey, space pirate. Thief. Here we go.
You awake?
Yep, thief time. Friggin' do this. Oh, that's right, I need all 3 of these things. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I'm kind of surprised also. I've seen your name floating around here for a little bit. Just a little bit. I like the thief's way out. You don't really need anything except your own thoughts. Like, just to work through the thief. There's so many... It's almost perceived like there's extra puzzles. I mean, they're fun. They are fun runs. I don't want to argue you. Alright, here we go. Night is not as important to the thief as it is to other characters. Garlic, garlic, candy, pie pan, bye. That should be enough. And like a good thief, I ask for the keys to the Thieves Guild. Alright, here we go. There's a lot to do in the Thieves area. Take gold card. Open up.
No.
About that. F-I-L-C-H. Make sure. Search for traps. Pick lock. Get some extra daggers, and I'm done. It was not as clean as I would have liked. But it was fun. Really, what I need is I need the extra daggers. The extra daggers make a lot of the other problems go away. Like fighting becomes a lot more stable. Because you chuck daggers whenever you're in a fight. Come on. There we go. Got it.
Great.
One, two, 3, and I'm done in town. Alright, let's go. I think I talked to him. I'm not getting caught off my guard. Talk to him again. He doesn't remember me anyway. It's like the first time we met. Ah. There we go. For me, the candy was moon logic. That was one of the puzzles I never found out until I actually looked at a guide. I don't know if it ever actually explains it to you anywhere. Maybe it's also because I wasn't a kid who really went nuts for candy. Some kids I knew, they went nuts for candy. Let's see here. The thief has another advantage. It only has to fight one of the Chernobyl wizards. We should now see the overwhelming power of the thief. Look at that. Now he's just right up there, right up in the grill, and dead. God, the thief is fast. Hadouken. Hadouken. I played a lot of Street Fighter. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is still my favorite fighting game of all time. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I get the concept behind it. Maybe moon logic's a little harsh. I just because you do know that they are the Souls of Lost Children. It does tell you that in the I want to say the manual, or maybe there's someplace in the game. Okay. Let's see here. I think you can get up over with this. It's a little faster that way. I'm going to be going over this way, even though I know it's faster, only because I don't really want to run into that problem with the gypsy glitch again. I really do think it's linked to Dimitri. It's the only thing I can see different between runs is the number of times I actually engage Dimitri at the window. I'll do question marks next time.
That
Nikolai's. Oh, nope, he's gone too. Here we go. To make sure I do not run into any RNG encounters, I'm going to run up here. It's just me being safe. Take a little bit of a life hit. Should be okay against the Wraith. Shoot. Oh, no, what the heck am I doing? I don't think you can get this with this.
That hurt. That hurt. You think that?
Yeah, I'm not fighting the Wraith tonight. Here I am thinking I'm going to fight the Wraith. Silly me. It's not a big deal. This is a big time save. Not having to do anything with the leashy. Zaxky, I think, was the one who told me that you can jump over the bush. Which really is a huge time skip. Yeah, I didn't know either until like a year ago. But I've never actually... this is the first Thief Any % run I've done in a very long time, so... If I'm being quiet for a second, it's because I'm thinking something through. This is night 2. Night 3 is next. Night 3. Day 2. I'm gonna get daring here. Let's see here. Alright, we're gonna get clever and pray to God something works. The wizard can use either open or trigger for the bush. This is something a little different. New route strat. What I should have done was day 1, I should have gone right down, gotten the elderberry bush, gone north, and then that would have worked. If you're doing speedruns, you definitely want to use trigger. Open is just slightly slower. The animation lasts, interesting, it lasts about twice as long as trigger. Don't know why. I need to sleep through day 4 anyway. So if I need to sleep through day 4, I might as well use day 4. So I can rest here, fight the Wraith, head back up to town, and in theory end up on top in this. Come on, use the spell. Got it. Yeah, any class can use the leashy thing to learn the actual magic phrase. This is nice. Actually... this may have worked out exceptionally well for me. It's early enough at night that everybody should be awake and I should be able to do everything. Jolene is... oh yeah, pizza, pizza, error, pizza, pizza. I wonder if Jolene was somebody who worked and just only came up for breath after each bite of pizza. Because it's already night, I would have to wait till night anyway. The only thing I haven't done is engage the Burgermeister another time. That worries me. I'm not gonna lie, but... I may not really have lost any time at all, actually. This may have worked out in my favor. Maybe 10-15 seconds max. That ain't bad. Oh, at about 15 minutes I got all 5 rituals now. Now we're just praying like heck that Gypsy actually shows up. It's so annoying. I've even tried sleeping through to day 6 and it just doesn't trigger. And I definitely cannot grind up my thieving skills enough to actually be able to pull that off. To be able to actually skip in there. Come on, be out. Yes! Now we're going okay. I'll die if I touch the door. Good. Thank you, Katrina. If I touched his door, I would run out of life. I would actually die from electric shock, which would have been a really sad ending to a run that's going fairly well right now. Knock on door. See, look at that. I would have lost... I have to do this twice. I would have died. It's really convenient. Need to be tired. You're getting tired. There it is. Once it says you're getting tired, it's midnight. And that means you can talk to the Domovoy. Two dialogues, and then you can grab the doll. So stay 4. Yeah, we're gonna go out and talk to Dimitri to trigger one more animation. You know what? I don't trust it. One more. Okay, now he's just back to his normal banter. I need to look into the code. I should be able to do a dive into the code for this game well enough that I could actually figure out what the heck is going on to cause the Dimitri problem. There's probably a global variable that has an uptick or something like that. Yes! Alright, we gotta run. Yeah, if you want to poke into Dimitri at the actual window and find out what the heck is, what the heck that glitch is. If you know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about, Space Pirate? And you don't actually need to save Igor. Igor can be dead and you actually win the game. He still shows up at the end. You can actually discover his body, which really cracks me up. Alright, what happens is sometimes on day 5, the mob isn't out there. What I believe is happening, what you can do to fix the mob and make the mob show up is go into Dimitri's house and then come back out. And that seems to reset the problem. And all of a sudden the mob shows up and everybody's talking. The problem is after you go to save Igor, Dimitri's not at the window. The gypsy is only freed if you talk to Dimitri at the window and if he tells you the werewolf threat has been ended at the window. If you go into his place, it doesn't actually work, which is obviously very, very annoying because he's told you he's free, but he's not acting like he's free. Yeah, my thought is, and the reason my thought is that there is a ticker and that it has to involve Dimitri in some way, is that you can fix the glitch, kind of, with Dimitri. If the gypsy glitch happens with anybody who knows the open spell, it's not a big deal, because you can just climb in the window and free the gypsy that way, and that works. That triggers being able to enter the gypsy camp. But even if you go in and Dimitri tells you that he's freed the gypsy, the gypsies will not allow you to enter their camp. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I've found enough of them in this game. The only one that I'm still looking for is a Mega Warp, like we have in every other Quest for Glory now. We've got one for one. Juked. Nope, didn't work. I tried. No, go up. What the heck am I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta go to that. Oh jeez, that was a time loss. I'm supposed to go to the graveyard. I know I got the key. Darn it. Yeah, we've got a Mega Warp for Quest for Glory 1 in the form of, well, the wall climb at the Brigand's Lair, and obviously the biggest one, the short-circuiting of the Brigand, where you just walk out, which is my favorite. This is not the best way to go, but I did not buy oil. I would have gotten poisoned if I would have done that. That's annoying. Jumps. Hey, David. The wizard run came to a screeching halt. Everything's been going great with the thief until I started forgetting that I actually need to play this game like I want to win it. Actually, everything was going great for the thief until about 2 minutes ago.
It wasn't.
Come on.
That didn't.
Alright, fine. Pick the lock. Doesn't want to work on that one. This is my first time using the actual lockpick kick in this area. I gotta wait till night. Apparently you need to learn about the Destiny spell from both the Gypsies and Tatiana. Or Titania, sorry. I know it, Tatiana. That should be enough. I should have been counting. I don't think I'm going to beat this one either. Okay. Either way, I'll beat this one. Then I'll do a paladin run. I promised 4, I'm giving 4. Quest for Glory 2, we can do the Shapir skip now, which is kind of nice. Quest for Glory 3, David TKI, who just rejoined us, found the Mega Warp that allows us to ditch the do-gooder. We call it the David's do-gooder ditch glitch, which is the 3D glitch. Took Quest for Glory 3 down from an RNG mess down to about... on a import game about 8 minutes. And we should be good. There's the letter. Yeah, we don't want to spell DDD wrong. He might eat us. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. You see that big guy. He can eat things too. Which is usually what they say to me. I know that resting was not designed to be done this quick in Quest for Glory. I just wish it was a little... more user-friendly to have to skip the night.
Whoop. No.
All right. About to enter the end of the game. I am now geezed by her will, or my will. I'm not gonna do it. That's annoying. Also, seek the heart, the ritual of the dark one. Actually, it'd be bone, heart, breath, sense, and essence. Gotta go to stealth mode. Grapnel. This is why I'm not going to do it. This animation kills me every single time. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually heard the words of that geese. Maybe I should actually play this game again and stop speedrunning it. No. Nope. It talks about you being in excruciating pain, but as far as I know, it doesn't actually ever kill you. Still gonna be a pretty good time. There we go. No, I'm not gonna beat it. Ah, man. That's annoying. There's a hang here for some reason. This room is very strange the way it's programmed. Like, I can click up with the hand here, and I do flips to get up things, even though I don't know the flipping ability. Like the actual acrobats, not the flipping as in I'm scared to say the F word. Yep. The reason I like this one is that... Oh, I've already done that. The reason I like the Paladin so much is that I can use the fastest routes of all the characters. Whatever the fastest route is, it can use it.
You straighten up. The altar.
I was going to say, don't tell me I glitched out. Paladin also has the tightest time. He's also completely overpowered. I prepped the Paladin ahead of time for this. There's a little interesting thing you can do for speed here. You don't want to flip back up and do it. You want to use the staff. It'll make you flip in, then time. Alright, so I'm about a minute 30 off of my best on that one. Lost time. Accidentally going to town. Lost time. Going the wrong way through the actual castle. There's a lot of time lost in there. My cat decided to knock a full bag cat. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to describe that one again. At least not there. Alright. There we go. In order to... Well, I guess I save a game.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's restart. Yeah, Awe is one of those abilities that's great, except you don't get it till you have like 400 honor. Excuse me. Change. Pally Max. Look at that. Beautiful stats. Absolutely lovely. Now what are we going to do? I know what we're gonna do. Acrobatics. It makes sense. You can get out of the lava room faster with that. Forgot about that. Here we go. 400, for some reason, is allowed to be imported into Quest for Glory 4.
You were waiting.
In fact, if you want to test that, you can take your character from Quest for Glory 4 and import it directly back into Quest for Glory 4. It will accept characters from the same game back into it. That's actually how I started speedrunning this game. Thank God he hit that. Yeah. Haha. Oh, glad you're around, Graham. Welcome. You're actually catching the last of the 4. I've done a fighter run completed. Lost out on the wizard run. Made too big of a mistake for me to really ever salvage. Thief run I just completed. It's a glitch at the end of 3 that didn't allow you to import as a paladin? Seems strange. I don't remember that one. Cool. Correct. You can get up to 400 in Quest for Glory 4 in every one of your stats. For some reason, 400 is allowable for a stat to be imported in Quest for Glory 4 for some reason. I can think a little less for the Paladin. That might seem strange, but I just think about which class is the fastest and just do that, because I have access to all of their abilities. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Yeah, the Paladin throws the sword for the final move in the game, and
That.
yeah, you throw a sword for the final enemy in the game. Your Rakish's sword in Quest for Glory 3 for the Paladin solution.
No.
A lot of misclicks in this one. Haven't been able to get that skip working right today. It's not really a skip, it's just a dialogue skip in this. Yep. Got it. Yeah, that shouldn't happen where the game just freezes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Something else, something else. Magic. Misclick there. Should have asked about magic first and then the others. Not my best start. Yeah, he's definitely, Rakesh is one of those characters I wish, I don't want to say they wish they did more with. They definitely did enough with them. I wish you could fight him more. Well, like, he'd be like a super boss of every game. You know, it's just super bosses in general. I love what they did with the Pizza Elemental. I love that you could fight him in Quest for Glory 2. Just wish there was more to it. Yeah, just a little bit. think I played for this game for the first time in '94.
When you
I think I beat it for the first time in '97. A V O O C L. You know, I take that back. I didn't actually beat the game for the first time in '97. I
you
b- Okay, can I fight you now?
that did
Okay.
you can't do.
Fine. Annoying.
But
Losing so much time to silliness. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to flip over to him and it's supposed to start the fight. I hold the X key down, which is the win button. Very disappointing. I didn't actually beat the wizard run until... let me see here. Ah, it didn't work. Sometimes you can quickly dazzle the batters, and I could have juked them and ran past them, but... It's just me trying to be fancy. I didn't actually beat the wizard run until probably about... I want to say like 2011. There was a glitch that sometimes happens in the wizard where it'll tell you that you are unable to do anything. Or this isn't a good time to do that whenever you're trying to summon the staff for the last time, and I could not figure that out. We eventually did figure it out, but
Shoot.
at great cost. You are what once was the Paladin Pure. So I beat the Fighter, Paladin, and Thief in like '97, and the Wizard in like 2011, 14 years later.
The time.
Actually, I could be totally off on that timeline again, but I don't think I am. 97's correct. 96 or 97. 2011, it could have been like 2009. I forget. It's too long ago. I can't be expected to remember these things. Alright, what do we got? We got me nowhere near time that I wanted to be at. That's what we got. It's definitely a cold open compared to every other Quest for Glory game which holds your hand. I mean, even literally every other Quest for Glory, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're in safety right away. The reason I like 4 so much is that you're not. That's one of the big reasons. Oh yeah, Magic's just fun.
This.
As long as I get near him and start hitting him, this is going to end quick. Look at those hits. Holy smokes. Poor little Wraith never stood a chance. Yeah, it was the first one I ever played. First one I'd ever even seen. I had been familiar with Sierra games because the computer we had came with Quest for King's Quest 6 on CD. Oh, exciting! It had the talkie version and everything. Updated graphics for the portraits. It was exciting.
What?
Alright, let's go in. Give her the pie. Skip an entire dialogue sequence. This was the first sequence break I discovered in this game. Ghost of a Chance. Anytime I hear Ghost of a Chance, it makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's that one episode where they said it like 19 times. It was like the pun that just... they couldn't think of any other pun. Got the Dark One ritual. Time to go. And on our way. Probably a fight in this next screen. Juked. Faster to levitate over the wall. And to levitate... yeah, to levitate over it, so... There was a place I could rest with that was close to town without these... other than the inn. It would be very quick. That's not to where I said to go. Apparently that was the first time I'd been there. Bum 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 bum. Gargoyle. Pizza. Water, water, earth, earth. When I originally did my speedruns of these, back in the early days of YouTube, I did the oh, take it easy, Tika Gia. Thanks for stopping by for so long. Anyway, whenever I originally did these speedruns of these games, not all the classes, I was just going through with the Imported Thief, because Imported Thief may be even faster than the Paladin. But I had memorized 13 of the passwords because it was faster. I only had to worry about 13 others. I had a 50-50 shot of actually getting a password that I knew. My memory is not that good anymore. In fact, I don't have any notes or anything for these games. I kind of just go off of instinct most of the time. Like muscle memory, like where I'm supposed to actually go. This scene was notorious for crashing. Like there. Or no, hold on. It was like that sound for some reason, that sound crashed my computer more times than I could actually count. Hyperbole again. Alright. Here we go. So David, when do you move it on from Quest for Glory 3 to Quest for Glory 4? Yeah, it's just prone to crashing, particularly in the disc version. I don't know. Come on, David. You got the best time on Quest for Glory 3 for the fighter already. Do you think it's, oh, you think there's room for improvement there? What do you suspect the shortest time for Quest for Glory 3 is? For 100%. David TKI, for anybody watching, take a look at his stuff on Twitch. He's the, and Speedrun.com. He's got the 100% categories for fighter, which, for my money, is the hardest. It's the hardest class to 100% in the game. You'd think it'd be the fighter or like the wizard or the thief, but no. You think sub 45? So if you get sub 45, you're moving into Quest for Glory 4 then?
Yup.
Yeah, I am getting tired. I'm starting to click around all weird. I've only met Dimitri once, so I'm not confident that I'm going to actually trigger the gypsies. I'm not terribly worried about it either because I'm a paladin with ultimate power and magic at my fingertips and disposal, so I should be able to solve the problem. Yeah, everybody, I would throw a follow to David if you really like Quest for Glory. He does quite a bit of Quest for Glory runs. Again, usually the fighter, usually 100%, but he knows the routes really well. Nikolai's gone. Good. That's new.
What?
Wow, I really am not sure what to do here. Let's rest till the next day. That's a problem. That probably just killed this run as far as time goes. That's a new glitch on my part. I've never seen that. Another Plague Knight tournament. Man, they're killing me. This is strange. This should not be happening right now. I've encountered a new glitch I've never found before in this game.
That is Yuki. That she.
That's really interesting. What is going on here with this glitch? I don't know what this does to the time. Like the rhythm of the days is all thrown off now. Yeah. Well, it certainly was not intended.
Thank you for return.
Alright, let's go back and forth at the window for a couple times. Still I do remain.
Are you just stay out of? Look, he's
Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to continue the run from here. Something about Piotr's sword really throws that whole thing off. Theoretically, I can still do this. I mean, I'm not going to beat the time. I got to beat the rest of the game in like 8 minutes. I think my fastest speed run on Quest for Glory 4 is for Paladin is like 27:30, and that's with all kinds of like new tech that I haven't actually done anything with yet. Or that's with old techniques. In theory, if everything goes right, I should be able to beat it and get it down to like maybe even like 25 minutes, which just seems like really bizarre to me. There's one for whom I weep. Let's talk about the Rusalka. Alright, we're not going to go talk to the Burgomeister anymore. In fact, we're going to do the Paladin thing and leave Igor in the grave. We're going to discover his body later on. We're going to have a good laugh about it, possibly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel bad as a person can feel for somebody who's pixels. Yeah, I'm amazed there's not a glitch with Magda that says you can't get the heart ritual beforehand. One thing I need to explore again. You know, this might be a good time to do that. Now, to be fair, I'm really just a paladin in name only. Also because I generated this character using an editor. The QFG creator is the best character creator for this game. It lets you create for all 4 series and really breaks the code down. Gives you the ability to even edit the stats that you have. So I mean, I've got 300 in every stat, 400 in open. 400 in open, really? Flame dart. Technically, cheating my way to a hyper-powered character is also very unpaladinly. No, Irana, Staff, Destiny.
The majestic. You hear a...
I think he's alive. We're gonna reload if he's not. Or if he is. I kind of want to remain unpaladin-y. We'll show you what happens if Igor dies and you beat the game. Since this is more of a fun run now than anything. Way easier in 20 years. Valid. Always a thief at heart. David will I have marathon percents for all of the characters except for Paladin. I have any percent fighter for UFG 1 through 5, any percent for wizard, any percent for thief. Thief is my bread and butter. Thief is the fastest. Thief is significantly faster. Excuse me. Yawning.
You're too busy.
Yeah, I'm too busy to cast right now. See what I mean? If that door's not completely closed.
Door hinges.
Oh yeah, I don't like to avoid combat either in games. In these games.
After. It does.
It's faster to cast the open spell because you don't have to click through menus. And you don't have to actually read any dialogue either.
That did.
I actually really like combat in the Quest for Glory games. This one's my favorite because it's pretty hands-off. I just have to do strategy, and I love strategy RPGs and stuff. SRPGs I have a lot of fun with. Where'd my sound go? There it is. Gotta hand, yeah. This probably out of all Sierra games that exist, this one has the best voice acting. Like I don't even think that anybody contests that. And there's some good ones. I actually really like King's Quest 6. I thought that had great voice acting, but this game just has like such a great cast. John Rhys Davies doing the narration. Jennifer Hale as Katrina. Those are the only two voices you need, but the banter of the guys that sit around the table at the inn. Oh, is that funny? Okay, Dimitri should be gone. I'm going to safety save here because he'll kill me if he sees me. Yeah, as long as it's like evening, he shuts the gates and then you can go in. Or go on with your life. We're going to see what happens. I'm actually kind of interested in this.
Here lies the body of Igor. He fell in a grave and became an eyesore. Rest in peace.
Nice.
This headstone does not have an ep. Igor seems to have died from thirst, exposure, or simple fright. You search the...
You get the key if you...
Haven't you done enough? This isn't...
I just tried. That was a little morbid. Okay, so we've got a safety save there. So let's go to B. We'll safety save there. That's what I'm going to find out, David. That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. So I'm going to do this, and then we're going to head to the end game. We're going to have to head to the end game because my wife is probably ready to go to bed at any moment. And besides, this speedrun's kind of shot anyway, so... You know, I was hoping to set at least one world record here, but I guess it wasn't going to happen tonight. Paladin's going to be the tightest. Let's see.
You! Olga saw you leaving the office after the gypsy escaped. It seems you let him loose. It is a...
Okay, so he still kills you. I can't say that surprises me. I guess they did plan for the possibility that you could avoid Dimitri for the rest of the game. Because that's pretty much what you have to do. I am going to do one more thing, though. I'm going to find Igor's body. I'm going to take the key and see if he shows up at the end game also and talks.
You find?
I'm so interested in finding out if that works. It's been a while since I've done some exploring in this game. Okay. Now if I go in there, it's the end game. So let's go discover Igor. Get the key. That way we confirm that we've seen his body. We'll look, we'll hear John Rhys Davies read that nice poem one more time. Be great if Igor attacks you.
Igor seems to... Here lies the body of Igor. He fell in a grave and became an eyesore. Rest in peace. Haven't you done enough to poor Igor's body? It doesn't... It doesn't... That didn't...
Gone. Okay. Now we're going to beat the game. And we're not going to skip the ending dialogue. Because we have now confirmed that we have in fact killed Igor. I gotta be up early tomorrow, too. How irresponsible of me.
A gentle feeling of...
Almost there.
That...
Can use the hand to go through that door and go a little faster.
There are lines in the...
That's right.
You want...
That's one of the few class-specific puzzles in the game. I'll be cutting off pretty quick here at the end of this game. which we're at right now. I'll probably be done in about 3 minutes. No, Graham, I actually haven't played any of the Space Quest games either.
You...
I didn't even know about the escape key in this game before I started doing speed runs of it. You should just left click through all the dialogue. Only found out about dialogue skipping later. Oh, that's the wrong one. Should be an autosave here. Yep. It's a little temperamental here. You have to right click over here to get the guy to move if you're going to go the fastest. I haven't failed this puzzle in years. I can say that, years.
You feel... That did... Yeah. You want...
Alright. Last part of the game.
You...
There we go. Alright, let's not skip this. Alright, Igor's there. He's standing there. Let's see if his dialogue shows up.
So, Nafta. We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word.
He could not have.
We have gathered. He has driven.
The people...
He returned.
He proved.
Everyone again.
Igor be engraved if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the.
Well, there you go. That's confirmed. Igor is canon.
If you... Thank you.
I believe it was intended to be a dead end. But they let you get the key off him. And there's not any dead man walking tropes in this game that I'm aware of. Kind of interesting. Alright, I'm done for the night. I've had enough. Thanks everybody for watching. I had a lot of fun on tonight's stream. Learned quite a bit. For one thing, Quest for Glory 4 is pretty darn optimized. There's a lot of... don't worry, I'm going to beat one of these world records on the stream. They're all my world records anyway, which is annoying, but there's so many mistakes that I see whenever I watch the videos. And that's kind of what bothers me. But anyway, I'm going to be done for the night. Already pushed my time limit for about 10 minutes beyond what I was going to. So take it easy, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.